Hello and welcome back to the Harry and Marcus show.
Hi, all.
Not a lot going on today,
Apart from
news-wise.
you sorting out my records.
I've been sorting out Marcus's records, the ones that got, in fact, Marcus, hold the fort.
Oh, you found them?
No.
Oh.
We've lost a load of records, but
we've lost a load of records.
Well, I have lost a load of records,
yeah.
but it's impossible to lose them because between here and where I sorted them out when they got wet is 5 feet, 10 feet, and I didn't stray from that 5 or 10 feet. But now we put them back in the box.
Perhaps they fell in your bag.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I can honestly say that you haven't got any class that I want.
Okay.
If you'd have had that really
Pole or something.
Glenpool or the Fizz record, the one that came out only as a promo. That you told me about because they haven't got put back.
What's up with you?
Well,
your head's lopsided.
I've just turned it to myself.
No, it's tilting.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's tilting. Is there a weight or something that's disappeared from?
Oh, I see. Right. Oh, I'm so fucking thick. One may notice that I have 2 earrings in this ear and only 1 in this ear, and in my pocket here is the one that came off, and I can't get it back in the hole.
I'll have a go.
Oh yeah. You put it in the eyeball. There you go. It's in. Oh dear me, that's made me go cold thinking of you doing it. You'd literally stick it in the eyeball. Today, being
and
whatever.
I might claim it was an accident.
You might claim it was an accident. Anyhow, anyway. Tomorrow will be the special shows, and today's
this is going to be boring, isn't it? This show.
Yep. You're in it.
Oh, this is better. I'm going to hit you with some tunes.
Okay. Copyright control. Are we going through here?
No, just some songs and your memories.
Oh, I see. Right. Okay. Right.
From the first chart of 1973.
Okay. Yeah. Fire away.
Concurrent on this day.
Fire away.
I'll do the top 10 and see if you've got memories of any of them. You'll know them all, obviously.
Hit me with your rhythm stick, as we were talking about.
Right, at number 10.
You're ready.
Yeah, I know. I'm not good, am I? Right, at number 10, which is going up from number 22 to number 10. It's
Big jump.
Hi 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 Sea Moon by Wings.
Great single. Brings back many memories. That red label.
The yellow sleeve.
Yeah.
With Wings on it.
Yeah, I seem to remember.
TV special.
Yeah. I remember liking this and surprising to myself that I liked both sides because I used to like sort of glam rock and the faster stuff, but I also like the cod reggae one. Yeah, a great single. In fact, if I had to rank McCartney's singles in the 70s, it would probably make my top 5. This one.
Yeah, I think same here as well.
Yeah.
Sea Moon, while being a rubbish single, was actually really catchy and and everything, weren't it? It wouldn't stand up on as a great single, but no, it's a.
And Hi Hi Hi. I mean, I remember when you're a kid of sort of 16, 17, however old I was, 73, 25.
Older than me.
I was 16. When you're a kid of 16,
I was 14.
Only for a short time. We're only 2 years apart for 14 months, but the other 8 months of that year we're only 1.5 years apart.
Okay. I'm still only 14.
But because he got banned because of supposedly he said they used the word polygon and they said he used the word body gun. It gave that single that little bit of an edge because it was something, it had been banned. McCartney.
How on earth does polygon fit in?
I don't know.
That line.
Hit you with my polygon. Hit you with my body gun. Yeah. Anyway, what's number 9?
Yeah. Right, number 9 is up from 17 to number 10. No, it's up from 10 to number 9. Sorry. It's Nights in White Satin. The Moody Blues.
Yeah, I remember listening to this one doing my paper round, walking down the Mortlake Road, They just built those flats, Kenwood Close, I think, or something, but they just built them, and they're all
Like
spanking
after
new.
the food processing.
Yeah, because they all had
They
one.
sponsored it.
They
They
sponsored
had a free
it.
one.
Yeah, free one in every
didn't
flat.
they? Yeah.
Before they built those flats, there used to be two massive Edwardian houses, or Georgian house, whatever they were. And we used, I think you did the same sort of thing. We used to play in there before they pulled the houses down. We used to go inside and go upstairs.
Oh, if there's a derelict building somewhere, I've had a 3-4 story place, and somehow we got up. I think the builders or whatever left a ladder there, so we all climbed up it.
Yeah.
And then broke in these windows at the. Oh dear, terrible.
Good fun though.
Yeah.
I remember sitting in the front room looking at the fireplace, imagining it, making out that it was my house, sort of thing, as if I'd ever be able to afford a house. What's number 8?
Oh, is that nothing about it being a re-release from the 60s or?
Well, no, those sort of facts. I'm leading to you. I'm just giving you my memories. I wouldn't have known it was a re-release.
It's now second time in other charts.
Yeah.
After 67, I think it was it first time round.
Does remind me of one thing. Walking down the Mortlake Road, listening to Nights in White Satin, as a young, just discovering his sexuality and young man, and seeing a young lady walking in front of me wearing it's the 70s, tight trousers, massive flares, yellow trousers, bright tight yellow trousers.
With satin.
They weren't satin, but I was concentrating on a certain area of her body, in between her waist and her legs, walking in front of me. And it was the first time I ever consciously noticed the visible BPL, whatever it's called,
Is this really what tell our viewers?
I was 16.
It's still not right. We've got young viewers.
I didn't do anything. I was about a mile behind her. Didn't you? You never looked at a woman walk past.
Yeah, but I'm not saying it on here.
Okay.
There's a moral level we need to this show, and it's my job to keep.
We went down the fucking gutter years ago.
Might be whatever, but on the show, I've got to keep a moral thing. I've let you swear and go. All right. See, that's what I have to do. I can't do much, but I try to keep this in a good level of morality. Fun, but moral. That's what I've tried. That's what I've.
You sound like saying like a 1940s picnic. Like, let's go out, children, and have fun in the road.
What's wrong with that?
Because people don't want fun. They want edginess. They want blokes who look at girls and girls who look at blokes and all sorts of things.
Oh dear.
What's your next one?
Yeah.
Well, you asked me what it reminded me of. It reminds me of that.
Right,
That girl. Okay, I
didn't want that sort of detail.
I don't know her name, but she will forever.
Just objectivising someone.
She would. Oh, fucking object. I didn't even know my arse from my elbow. I wasn't a bit. I just looked. She would always live on in my mind. Even if she's dead now, she would live on in my mind. She's immortal.
Number 8, up from 11 the week before.
Yep.
Shotgun wedding, Roy C. I bet you got some story about this.
Yeah. I mean,
what label was it on?
Black one.
UK.
Oh right.
You must have had it.
I didn't buy it at the time because I didn't have a lot of money. I had it in late years.
Yeah. And this is a reissue as well because it's a hit in the 60s.
Yep. I remember this one reminds me of Kingprint, working at Kingprint, because the guy Tony, who ran the dark rooms, he used to like this, and whenever it came on the radio, he used to crank it up loud.
Who is Tony?
Bloke who worked at Kingprint. That can't do it.
Did he have a car? Was he the one who had a car?
No, that was Dave.
Oh, Dave.
Tony.
Tell us about Dave.
Okay, you want this?
Tell us about Dave.
Dave.
Because you've been accusing me of being clumsy recently. Dave's car. When you were moving something.
Oh no! That's a different job. That was at PSI.
Oh, PSI. Oh,
yeah.
Right, okay, sorry.
We will tell that story one day.
All right. Okay.
Story for another day.
Yeah. Story for another day. He mentioned Kingprint, so I just thought there's my chance to get this story out. Okay.
You didn't want moral. You were talking about the moral high ground. Dave
Yeah.
got done for curb crawling. I was nearly going to come out with that story, but I didn't.
Right.
Carry on.
Okay, next one you'll have some comments about. It was going down. Had been number one in the charts, and it's Chuck Berry, My Ding-a-Ling.
My Ding-a-Ling.
Yeah, moral high ground.
Reminds me of Rolf Harris because he was on Top of the Pops doing the drawings for it when Chuck Berry was singing.
No, really?
Yeah. I've got one of my Top of the Pops at home. Tony Blackburn introduces it, and then was it Jimmy Savile?
I thought they only showed that film from Glasgow.
They showed the film, but while they were showing the film, they kept panning off to Rolf Harris, and he was drawing this bloke swinging across the creek, holding his bed out of the water, and they had a young girl from the audience who was taking the drawings off Harris while he was doing them, and was allowed to keep them. But I can't remember for the life of me if it was Blackburn or Savile that was the teacher. I think it was Blackburn, but. Sadly, it reminds me of Rolf, but it also reminds me of it was my first ever exposure to Chuck Berry's music, which was really sad because he did so many good rock and roll songs, and my intro to him was My Bloody Ding-a-Ling. But anyway, next one.
Okay, next one went down 2 places from 4 to number 6.
Yeah.
Happy Xmas War is Over.
Great single.
Yeah. John and Yoko.
Remember, I had a little.
Title is.
Yeah, it reminds me of. I had a little portable record player, and it reminds me of lying on the floor in the front room and being amazed that I had this green single and playing it a great single. And as of last year, you got me into the other version of it, which is amazing as well.
Yeah, very good. If on Spotify or other streaming services, listen to the.
If you're on Spotify, or as they say, other streaming services are available.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
but I said.
Yeah.
Why did you repeat it? Why were you correcting me?
I wasn't correcting you. I was saying, as they say on the adverts, other brands are available.
All right. Okay. All right. You won't have anything on the next one. I don't think you know it. It had been higher. It's gone down, but it actually went up 1 place this week. It was Goodbye to Jane by Slade.
No, I don't remember that one.
I didn't think you would. If they were a band from Wolverhampton.
No, I wouldn't have listened to anything from out that.
Bobby Boulder was the singer, I think.
Yeah.
Bobby Boulder.
Yeah, yes, right. That name rings a bell.
Yeah.
I used to fancy the girl in it, I think, the one in silver.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course I remember Slade. I collect Slade, and we both owned the Slade album.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great album. Yes, it's still not a bad album. I mean, it's not a great album that you put down as a classic, but it's still listenable now.
I suppose so.
You said it was last year.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't played it though.
Oh right, okay.
But I imagine it's all right if you had a early 1970s fame party. That might be something you'd put on.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
We're just singers in a rock and roll band because the whole world's going crazy.
I know you didn't know this one really, but the next one you definitely won't know. But I'll give you a hint. First week of January 1973, and up from 16 to number 4.
Blockbuster.
No.
Don't know them. What?
Gene Genie.
Oh,
David Bowie.
No, nearly.
That time he was on Top of the Pops.
Yeah. It's actually the same song, isn't it, virtually? Because both him and the Sweet got it from the same place.
They were worried about issuing it, weren't they?
Yeah,
when they had the other one.
Yeah. Who's the one that was it? Muddy Waters they got them off.
E&A's normal chord progression. It is probably in hundreds of songs.
Yeah. Gene Genie, great single. Was very into Bowie at the time, and didn't realise it was.
Did you have any LPs by him at that time?
Early '73. I'd have had
Ziggy.
I'd have had Ziggy, and I might have had Aladdin Sane because I remember I got that from the exchange just after I left school. So it would have been early January or February '73. I got Aladdin Sane.
Cool.
But I had no idea it was about a New York prostitute, but it didn't matter because it was just a great single.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Yep. Okay. What the next one now?
Yep.
Which is number 3, and it's up from number 5. Been in the charts for 9 weeks. Crazy Horses.
Crazy Horses. Yeah. I posted it, as you know, a couple of days ago. Rest in peace, Wayne Osmond, who died about a week ago now.
Yeah.
It was.
What did he play?
I don't know. I think he was a guitarist and vocalist. I don't know. Or was that Miro that was vocalist? I had no idea with the Osmonds, apart from Donnie and Marie and Jimmy. I didn't know who the hell did what.
Arthur.
Arthur Osmond. Yeah, yeah. He was. Well, the clan, they're Mormons.
No, Barry Osmond.
Yeah, yeah.
He was good.
There was hundreds of them. There was about
Elvis Osmond.
Elvis Osmond. Yeah. It was like they lived in this little settlement up in the woods,
yeah.
and they all used to chew like bits of wood, and they all used to. They were self-sufficient, and they were like, it was just one community, and it just got bigger and bigger and bigger, and you had about 300 Osmonds in the end.
Yeah, Osmondville.
Yeah. It was.
A lot of people don't know that.
A lot of people don't. No. He was on TV last night, the night before.
Who?
Michael Caine.
Okay.
He was in Parkinson from 1968, an episode from 1968. And there was an old American actress on it, and I was going to ask you if you knew her, but I can't remember her name is.
They recorded, they went in the studio and they turned everything up to full volume, didn't they?
Yeah.
To give it that heavy sort of sound.
For
the good single.
I was going to say, for the Osmonds, who was sort of more known for things like Let Me In and that, it was a very heavy single.
Not then.
No.
Well, known for
no, but I mean generally. Okay, fucking pedantic again. Okay, One Bad Apple. Why?
Yeah. Well, it's Donny.
Still an Osmond record. Long-haired lover from Liverpool. You wouldn't ever put the Osmonds into a rock category, would you? And you still wouldn't.
No, you still mucked up your example.
Working with someone who is so picky and pedantic. I mean, if I was to, I can't even pick a record out here and say put this back in the wrong place.
Because I have to say, no, I'd ruined them, but you lost them.
I
took years doing this collection. He's just they're either in his bag at home, and he said,
there wouldn't have been anything.
You couldn't see anything. Oh, I've got some good ones.
Do you think if I was going to do that, I wouldn't have taken the 3 Pink Floyd ones? Of course I would.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's number 2?
Number 2 is actually up one place, because Chuck Berry had gone down from number 2. It's another one of your faves, T-Rex.
Oh, yeah.
Solid Gold Easy Action, which is a great single.
Great single, yeah. Hey. This reminds me of school, because there was a guy in school who was in a band, a long-haired bloke who was a bit of a hippie. Told me that it sounds simple, but it's a really difficult song to play, or he thought it was. I don't know if it is. It probably isn't.
I think I could play it.
And it was coming near the end of a great run of singles. After this, what was after this? 20th Century Boy.
Which is fantastic.
Yeah. And then after that was the Groover.
Yeah, that's when it starts.
Yeah. But
diminishing.
The one before this, like Children of the Revolution, was good. Great single. Memories of my happy days at school. I used to skip through the playground hand in hand with young Felicity Jane.
Howard.
yeah. Me, Howard on one side and Felicity Jane on the other, and we'd skip round the playground. It was such fun those days.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's the next one?
This is fun.
Yeah.
Well, you've mentioned this one. What number 1 was? It's still Long-Haired Lover from Liverpool, Jimmy Osmond.
Well,
that wonderful video they used to show.
Yeah, in the snow, lying in the snow, yeah.
No, for one on the theatre stage.
Oh right, yeah.
I don't remember one in the snow.
One in the snow. He's making a snowman, and he's on a sledge with Santa driving it and everything. He's up in Lapland or something.
Oh right, no, I don't remember that.
I was reading about him recently. He now runs the Osmond Theatre in Utah, and he's Utah, isn't it? Utah, and he keeps the family bubbling along, basically.
Yeah.
What's left of them? Donnie still does things. I think Marie still does things, and him. That's about it, isn't it? I think the others have all retired.
So, what about Merrill you mentioned earlier?
I think, isn't he? One of them was going deaf because he, or the.
Well, it's recording Crazy Horses,
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
it, when I turned the amps up.
But I think now you need to send the viewers off after a nice 10-minute short by doing the long-haired lover from Liverpool song and dance, just the chorus, and when you dance backwards, kicking your legs in the air, and then I'll pan the camera around so when you go flying over there, it'll see you in your full glory.
I don't think that's gonna
No?
happen.
Well, just
But that's a nice little change for a show.
give us a blast of this song then, just a.
I'll be your long-haired lover from Liverpool.
No, no one. Lovers from Liverpool. West London's a place to come for lovers, lad.
We're not Twickenham.
Not Twickenham, no. Stay away from Twickenham. There's a thin underground in Twickenham, but in the rest of West London, anything Liverpool can do, we can do better. That's what the.
Oh, it sounds like a challenge.
It is, and we still got. It's now 4 months old.
Yeah.
Still got to put it out.
Yeah.
But we haven't done the. It's no point in putting it out. So we've done some research.
Yeah.
So we've got to do the research.
Never bothered you.
No, true.
Well, there we go. Nice.
That was a nice little quick.
Hopefully, it's taken some of you back to 73.
Oh yeah, I was going to say anyone from 1973.
Some of you might have heard about some new songs you might like to search out. Out of these, what of the two records would be your pick?
It's quite hard because I'd probably go for about 4 of them, but
Yeah.
maybe Bowie and Wings, maybe, or maybe T-Rex, Bowie and T-Rex. I'm not sure.
I don't think I would be far from that. Although no, it'd have to be Happy Xmas War is Over.
Oh yeah, I thought about that.
I love that.
Maybe Wings and T-Rex, because Bowie, I loved all of his singles, but out of all of them, the Gene Gene is a great single, but I prefer Driving Saturday and Starman.
Oh,
so
Driving Saturday is great.
So maybe
I actually really like Crazy Horses. Memories from the time when I first got into it. So hopefully that's an interesting show. There'll be more of these to come, unless you comment in bold and say please. No more.
They say they do that anyway. They do that anyway, just with a normal video. Yeah, first week of 73. That was the chart in the UK. Obviously,
send us a year you'd like us to look at.
If there's a year that brings back many memories to you.
Please not 2023.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. If it's a year that brings back lots of memories to you, if it's like 73, 74, 69, 67, whatever. We'll do 52 in his age, his case. Sorry. We'll do
You didn't see the catch here, because it can't be, because the charts didn't start till November.
Oh right. See what I mean about pedantic? I mean, he's just impossible to coexist with without him picking away like a little what's the word?
Where are my records?
I don't bloody know. And if I knew, I'd gladly have them back in the box. The mystery of the missing records will be solved. Yeah. But until then,
if not, it'll be like that little jumping over record that always happens.
Oh yeah,
every show.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let up.
Well, I don't know where the bloody hell they are. They've got to be around here somewhere. We will find them.
Yeah.
But we will
search your bag before you go.
You can indeed. I would. As I say, if I was guilty of doing that, I would definitely have taken Pink Floyd.
I'll walk down, see you out and say, "Oh, I've now forgotten something." You go back. Where is these singles?
When have you ever seen me out? You've always just sat on the thing and said, "Fuck off." You've never ever seen me to the back front door.
I'm very polite. I've got my morals, and I'm very polite.
You may have your morals, but and I do admit that there have been a couple of times where I've crossed too far over the line, and I've had to remove it from this video. But in general, you're as big as a. I mean, I could tell some stories about you from the past, and you could tell some stories about me. Mm. And neither of them will put either of us in a good light if you're going to go onto that moral stand. But from another stand of just growing up in the 70s and living like the other 70s people did, we didn't do anything bad. We never didn't. Well, one of us did, but the rest of us didn't do anything bad.
Except objective devising women.
Yeah, probably. But so did everyone else in that time. So I mean, like, women objectified men, men objectified women.
Just want to do a dance.
They should do the shake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That was a dance back then.
Not in 1973, was it?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Didn't it? Yeah.
Did it come back in fashion?
It carried on. It's a Northern Soul classic.
Oh, right.
Big in Northern Soul.
Did you used to do it?
Not very often.
No. I was trying to catch you on that one.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're getting rude. So until next time, take care and
Au revoir.
bye everybody.